As war chokes Europe, one country is enjoying an unexpected economic boom. Georgia is on course to become one of the world's fastest growing economies this year. That comes following a dramatic influx of more than 100,000 Russians since Moscow's invasion of Ukraine and a mobilization drive to drum up more recruits. Vakhtang Butskhrikidze is the CEO of Georgia's largest bank, TBC.
All the industries are doing quite well, very well. So, I mean, beginning from the micro and ending in the corporate, and I mean just beginning from the retail and the different kind of industries. I could not remember now any industry which this year has a problem.
At least 112,000 Russians have emigrated to Georgia this year, border crossing statistics show. But Butskhrikidze says many of the new arrivals bring opportunities to Georgia.
These migrants are very helpful because part of them, and probably the majority of them, very young, technology educated people who have a knowledge, and probably for us, for TBC, but also for the other Georgian company, this is a quite useful opportunity to use that.
Those fleeing Russia's war are accompanied by a wave of money. Between April and September, Russians transferred more than $1 billion to Georgia via banks or money transfer services. That's 5 times higher than during the same months of 2021, according to the Georgian Central Bank. That inflow has helped push the Georgian lari to its strongest level in 3 years. The country is expected to record a 10% growth in economic output for 2022, which means it would outpace supercharged emerging economies like Vietnam and oil-rich Kuwait. But the growth isn't good for everyone. The arrival of tens of thousands of Russians, including many tech professionals with plenty of cash, is driving up prices and squeezing some Georgians out of parts of the economy, including education and the housing rental market. Rent in Tbilisi is up 75% this year, according to analysis by TBC Bank. Georgia's economic boom has confounded many experts who saw dire consequences from the war for the country. Its economic fortunes are closely tied to neighbouring Russia through exports and tourism. The two share a land border crossing, and Georgia has a liberal immigration policy which lets Russians, amongst others, live, work and set up businesses without needing a visa. But economists have cautioned the boom may not last. Business leaders have also raised concerns that Georgia could face a hard landing should the war end and Russians return home. Here's David Keshelova, a researcher at the Macroeconomic Policy Research Center.
They have no idea how long they're going to stay here. But when they leave, that will be a problem, because some amount of demand which was now in place will not be in the future, and it might create problems in terms of economic growth, and especially damaging it might be to construction sector and the tourism and hospitality sector.